Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Art Beat. The name is Chisomo Nyorinda, and this is a space you're makala tikucheza with Antu Omwe different forms of art. And today we're talking about lights. Let there be light. We're gonna be having a chat with Sipo Mhango, aka Gafferman, who is a lighting technician. I'm sure by now, ngati muna movies, aku Malawi, ngati muna music videos, aku Malawi, Gafferman is somewhere there. But now, let me not even spoil the whole thing. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am good.
Thank you.
Gafferman, lighting technician. People are like, okay, what is going on?
Yeah.
There, I'm gonna let you just describe what you do. Wake up.
Okay, so I'm a chief lighting technician. In a film setup. Marozo siana.
Yeah.
So you have the director. You also have the DOP,
Director of photography.
Then you also have the lighting technician. Then you also have Timati grip.
Okay.
So then mulima departments
siana.
Yeah. Costume, art direction, janjani,
set designing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So inayo nchilo yanga kweni is to director amadaga kalandi concept or alindi pali, let's say pali film project or pali music video project. Muza timati DOP because director amakazoti pa hierarchy ya film amakazoti is on top
ndamina oversee china
chijose. Yeah. So amayankhulana ndi the DOP kumpasa vision yake ine ndikufuna film yanga ya chonchi sini hii izakhala masana kapena hii izakhala usiku kapena mamawa. So now lighting director director of photography amayankhula ndi Gaffer.
Okay.
Yeah, so which I'm amabwera kwa munthu ngati ineyo, the chief lighting technician. And as I say, sini iwa iona. Tufuna ioneke ngati mamawa. Yeah, so chimene chimachitika ukamajambula ngati munyumba
yeah.
Each time muenabe ukhalabe majani magetsi. Yeah, kuti muziona china chilichonse mmene chikukhalira kuti nkhope zija ziwale bwino komanso pamakhala mamudi amene mufuna mpange set.
Okay.
Yeah, so amampeza lighting technician kuti ase tatikonzere izizi zinthu zioneke chonchi.
Okay.
Yeah, so for example nthawi zina pamakhazo kuti tijambule usiku panja. Now mfuna mjambule usiku panja
kulindima anthu aoneka bwanji pa kamera
ndamanazo kuti koma kuoneke kuti anthu azooneka komanso pakhale ngati moonlight.
Okay, ngati ali kuli mwezi ndi tukuwala. Okay.
Ndewena kupanga setup kuti munthu akaonera uja azitha kudziwa zokuti uno ndi usiku uno ndi mwezi. Yeah, so kwambiri zimakhala ngati zimene zozo.
Okay.
Alo filimu ikakhaza kuti mwina ndiyoopsa mumaonanso mood yake me imaonekera. Ionekaso zokuti basi imaoneka zimaoneka mosiyana.
Okay.
Olo ikakhala action umathaso kuziwa
ma lighting setup yake
film iyi ndi action
za romance zoti ma home tone tinatake na nice.
Yeah, because you want to kuti anthu aziona kuti to make it believable kuti ndimene zinthu zimatani zimakhalira.
So what I'm hearing is you actually play a major role in telling the story yomwe director wapereka.
Exactly.
Ngati film yachikondi you play a major role.
Yes.
Kuti zinthu zija should come to life.
Yes.
Okay. Chabwino, that is really beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, I want to go back to your story now. When did you start doing this? How did you even discover kuti muntu negodi ndithabanga this? Because personally, if you'd ask me, do you know any lighting technician kumalawi? Trust me, I'm just going to mention Sipo Mhango. When did you start doing this?
Okay, I've always been passionate about filmmaking. And maybe around 2007, kumakala like my programs on MTV base, where they would show behind the scenes videos. Now I would just, it used to be to excite me just watching those behind the scenes videos.
Yeah.
And for some reason I just loved it. Every time like behind the scenes, I was so curious to know what the video agent this is how it was done. So, but I was very much interested in that. Then when I wanted to, after my secondary school, then I wanted to go to university. So there was a question of what course should I take.
Yeah.
So banali my courses ambili osiyana. But in I was interested more in film. In film.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I taught my mother, is easy. She was like, you know what? Is easy. Tizike gayabo. Because nanga scene time in a film was not marketable.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any filmmaker then.
Yeah. So it's like you're gonna go on drama and how you end up just staying home.
Yes. Also. Then I did napita data gwabanga IT. So then we had an agreement with my mother. Gudi tedi bange jonchi. Iwe uzibanga za school zo. But I'll be getting new equipment.
Nice.
So that we carry the boy and bira. So that was around like 2013. Then he anandi kulira tima lights tarage. Tima kandi tima stand target a black.
Yeah.
Getting my frozen bulbs and so yeah. So she bought me those and Basi, and I was so excited, oh, okay, now she's keeping up to the, so, Basi, I had them for some time. I wasn't using them because I did not have a camera. So, it's very surprising, Guri. The first thing, if you want to be a filmmaker, I think the easiest thing to buy, the first thing is a camera. But mine was lights.
Yeah.
Then, nabizori ndamaliza school buno then nagagwira nchito Westcom for like I was on a contract for a year. Then after contract I was looking for jobs and I couldn't find any job.
As per our current situation.
Yeah, so I had my neighbor, Pierre Gray.
Yeah.
So my neighbor Nampeza Tigulinage, we were not talking. So this was our first time talking.
Yeah.
We were neighbors. Then I found him, he was shooting something. Then I was like, so you shoot? He says, yeah, 1212. Then Nam was like, say, Dinima gets kunyumbagu.
I won't go car.
Because Mabanga, Ukozoma user,
So Pierre had the camera, you had the lights.
I had the lights.
Mabanga kolabo.
Basika kolabo pamenepacha. Then basi ndi Pierre uja. Pangono tinamba kudani kugwira ntchito limodzi. Then amalimbikira kwambiri camera. That was his strength. So because wakamera amafuna walight wake. Then it kind of pushed me kwambiri no sobano kuti I should start concentrating on lighting.
Lighting, yeah.
Yeah, kwambiri. Then basi when baje namba ubanga yani lighting. And with Pierre because that was the introduction yeah ineyondi kuti ndameti namba remotes. Yeah, with Pierre. So he's somebody that I regard highly because of the collaboration that we had
from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning, because for someone to know there's good lighting, that means somebody on camera should be able to tell you, could I say, wawalisa kwambiri apapo achepesatu taonjezera chonchi
ndekuda outcome yake so ndokhala yabo.
Yeah, so timapanga remote so sezija. So that really enhanced my skill lighting.
Okay.
Yeah, so tinakama partners tinagwira ntchito for some time, then dipamene napezoti tinasiya kugwira ntchito limodzi basi because we wanted to grow separately. Yeah. Basi so after kusiya kupanga limodzi, now there was a deficit.
Okay.
Because I only know lighting. Nzanga uja ni wakumbukira nzanga uja kuriye uja ndojani
abande mwaonekera back to square one. What to do?
So I'm like apapa ndipanga bwanji chifukwa apa ndesizurani sizugwira. Then I said okay, you know what, I'll start concentrating on lighting. Ndizingopanga lighting for anthu music videos kandi chani, people can hire me. Basi ndizingogula equipment ya lighting,
and the rest is history. I mean, we're here today.
Exactly.
Actually, right now I want you to brag. I'll call it bragging because I want you right now to just mention all the notable projects from the top of your head that you've worked on as a Gafferman guy, my movies guy, my music videos. I just want you to like mention them on the top of your head.
Okay, so there are so many.
I know, right?
I think from 2022 up to now, I think I should have been a part of maybe 80 projects.
Right.
Yeah, so it's so hard for me to start counting. But then I've done school days. I did the lighting. Yeah. Then there was a film as well. Jan is the President Dead. I also did the lighting. Also there was a project we did for some guy from Germany.
Yeah.
It was also a film. I did the lighting. And Panopa currently.
Now, so my latest music videos that just came out.
Yeah, my latest music videos. I think for music videos it's hard to pick one, but I've been on so many. Gwamba, Gada, we did with Shone Films. So with Shone Films, I think we've collaborated Kwambiri.
So basically, in most cases, what you're saying is Mugangona Shone Films. Chances are Gafferman did the lighting.
Yeah, okay. My project I'm Shone Films in Makazon Dilimo. But I've not only worked with Shone Films. I've worked with Kion Kadango. I've worked with Suke's. He did a song with the song that Pompey did with Dan Suffix. Yeah, so I did the lighting in there as well. And then my project say ngati kubera ma organizations akunja akuzajambula kunoko akufuna lighting equipment komaso muntu wathandizira kupanga light amanditenga.
Oh, by saying kuti akufuna lighting equipment, it means you can also hire your equipment.
Yeah, I do hire out equipment because I've got my brand name is Gafferman, lighting and gear. Okay. So for the lighting is because I do light for people, and for the gear is I've got several other gear.
Okay, so they either choose to hire the equipment or the equipment and the man.
Yes. So if they want the man, but in most cases they hire with the man.
The man, Okay, all right. No, that is really interesting, and I love to see good it's going on well for you.
Great.
But now, we do these things not just for fun or anything like that. I mean, times are hard. We want to make money out of what we do. Yeah. Do you actually make money out of what you do?
To be honest with you, I think yes. Panopa, I'd say 2022 because I was just starting out.
Yeah.
By the way, the first person to hire me was Chozizwa.
Ooh, so, shout out to Chozizwa.
So Chozizwa, I think that's the genesis because he's the one that said, even when I was still working with Pierre, he said, say, ndindi music video inage, tiyo ukandipangira light, and ndindi DOP wanga utakandipathandizire. Then I was like, okay, so that was the first time. So from there, the rest is history.
Shout out to Josie. So that guy really knows how to support his fellow people.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. All right, good. That is really amazing. So basically what you're saying is you're able to support yourself from the gigs that you get
because
as Gafferman.
Yeah, because at first, like in 2022, people didn't know much about me. I mean, the first person I used to know other people that I used to light. Like there's Matthew,
Manifest previously. Yes. I'm not sure if it's still in existence.
Yeah. So I used to know that he used to light. So I used to hear, Madam Abangaso light for people, Jan. But when I started, it's when I kind of like there's also awareness to people because when you go on my Instagram, my diagrams on how I've light.
Which is really great because we also learn a thing or two. Okay, this is a big deal.
Yeah, so I think from there, then because I had to put myself out there, my gigs are number kubwera. And Wanopa, I'll tell you wiki si tandisa na ndile phone call yote ndikufuna it's either lighting or ndikapangire the service of lighting. So I would say pa wiki mwina siku limene ngakhale pakhomo mwina masiku awiri or maybe atatu. Komano is like always.
So this is
there.
what you're saying is this is what you do full time now.
This is what I do full time. Much as I also do shoot Zintuzina. Yeah, I collaborate with Muna DOP Winawage, but I also do get my own projects in terms of like my documentaries. Yeah, but I'll go with somebody that will man the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful.
Sure.
I'm really worried on your behalf because my industry already mean I'm media. For example, I'm a media personality. There are other media personalities that we know from and how if I need direction, if I need guidance, and learning from the people that have gone before me. But for you, I'm not sure if there are not that many people who specialize into lighting technician. And what I'm going deal with my cameras going to be lighting because they have to do it. I mean, but I'm talking about specializing into lighting, getting into deep lighting techniques. How does that play in your career? How do you make sure that you learn? How do you make sure that you keep yourself motivated and you keep learning more without and ambidi or to top it reference or learning a thing or two from?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, when I was working with Pierre, we used to watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Right.
Yeah, so it's YouTube University.
YouTube University.
Yeah, so
right.
I was watching a lot of YouTube Pupuzira 3-point lighting and it's funny goody up to now. I still go back up on 3-point lighting because I want to get better. When I'm missing out, I go back to reference those videos. So there was a class that I bought. Nkango na pa YouTube. Nkango ya tumati Shen Herbert. Alindi Amadi Film Academy.
Okay.
Yeah, so Panova is Film Academy. Payambila inadi the Shen Herbert Academy. Through pa YouTube, nkango na instructor amene so amachula zazintu zimene mina mabangira like light ye chanchani. So I saw a course, then I bought the course, then nkango so it had a lot of things like with the lighting day interiors and the day interiors they would masana koma nyumba.
Okay.
Then night interiors iso usiku. Yeah. Then my exteriors kudi panja. So night and also jan. So basically film is all that. Kudi it's either mujambulira panja or mujambulira jani nkati. So kama jambulira nkati panja my lighting techniques ndomweo kumano zimasiana my elements ena. Yeah, so I had to learn from Shane Herbert. Ndamene na puzira bo zintu zambiri. Zintu zina it has been basi experimental.
Yeah,
because every
in
day,
your own time.
Yeah, every day you go per set, you meet something different.
Someone with new ideas.
Yeah. You'll be like maybe wapita per set dishone akuza zokuti komano inetu ndufuna ndijambulire apa. So you have to do zona kuti light ndika patipo. So mabanze upanga experiment upanga yanchani then pangono umakhala munthu kudano ukuyamba no kukula komaso basi your brain imakhaya kupanga record okay zakuti ndimabanga solve chonchi zakuti ndimabanga chonchi basi.
Speaking of that, like actually I feel like your nature of job is also like intense. You have to think fast because I'm sure I've seen at least from me behind the scenes ama movies ndi masana or ndi usiku maga but they want you to shoot senior ngari ndi masana.
Exactly.
How do you deal with things like those?
Okay. Now pali my film lights alipo siana.
Okay.
Pali if you're gonna light inside a house kuti mwina akufuna kale kuti kwambiri ndi usiku koma ifuna ikale ngati yani ndi masana ifuna ikale ngati usiku.
Yes.
There are things that you're going to do. Nsaluza black.
Okay.
Which we call my blackies. Ndio uma blocker. Pena pali posi pamene pangalowere light.
Zuwa labanja
lisalowe. Ndio blocker. Pena pali posi ukabloka moja ndio kuti you have control munyumba muja mukhale ndima you have to start lighting from from scratch ndero muika malights anso pano okay apa
kuti kazingooneka ngati kababu basi ka nyumba
pomwe ikakhazo kuti imene ndiye kuti night for day kuti mukujambula
masana kuoneke ngati usiku
then there's
usiku kuoneke ngati masana
ndiye kuti usiku kuoneke ngati masana it's about the lights amene mutayuza
okay
you have to use malights akuluakulu
alright
yeah so azikhala ndi wattage ya mphamvu
dus ndi dzuwa
kuti mukamaonesa muja munthu azita kuona kuti akamaona chilight kuchokera panja
so there's a light ngati window muika light panja izipanga reflect kwa muja ngati dzuwa
izipanga reflect ngati dzuwa
okay
ndiye munthu poona amazati mene mukuonekera mu ndi masana olo apapa ndi mamawa so ndimene umapangira so ma lights ngati amene amayuza kwambiri ngati Hollywood they are very expensive, we can't afford them kumalawi
right
yeah because amati ma HMI ma HMI yo mwina imakhala 24,000 watts of course amachokera from 2000 ting'ono koma amene Hollywood imayuza kuti panja zimakhala about 24,000 yeah watts and 24,000 watts yo ndiye kuti olo ma dollars ake amene umagulira ndi 34,000 US dollars panopa kuti ukaipeza
alright
so kumalawi kunoko panopa technology the coming in of like kuti ku China anamba upanga ma lights ma brand otochipirako ona kuti na face we can be able to afford ndeno ngati neyo ma lights amene aliko amphamvu kwa ineyo ndi ama 500 watts andikaika panja ndidzuwa kumene umatha kuonabe kuti kulowa be kalight
there is light
yeah so sungasiyanisebe zimatha kuonekabe kuti muli chani but we are trying kuti yeah zinthu zizikhala chimodzimodzi
okay apart from the expensive equipment which we've already noted that is definitely one of probably the challenges that you encounter in your career what would you say are some of the things that you're like hey for me to actually fully execute my duties?
I think Malawi, because film is a growing industry, and we need to acknowledge with the coming in of Vagina Esim, Sukes. So now, because it's a growing industry, we're still learning ways on how we can do things better. So zinthu zambiri zumaka try and error.
Okay.
Yeah. So now kwambiri ne my issues amene makumana nawo kwambiri like per set is set design.
Okay.
Nthawi zambiri someone hires anthu ambiri amatha kungondipanga hire kuti ndikongolese video.
Right.
Iwe malights ako yenja namakongolesa video.
Ingokongola basi. You like you don't understand.
Yes, but I'm like guys, lighting chimeye mapanga pomwe pali ma flaws it exposes.
Yeah.
Pomwe pali bwino it highlights. So ndiye kuti zinthu zimaoneka bwino kwambiri with good lighting.
Yeah.
Komano because these things zili they're
telling the same story.
It's telling the same story. So it has to match. So imapezezo kuti palibe oloseti yolongosoka.
Lighting ili bwino komano seti yo.
Mungo jambulira panja pena pake kuti sipa kukongola kwenikweni. And now when I'm looking at the video moja, I'm like, okay.
Doing is doing.
But I prefer good set design because now it makes work easy for me.
Yeah.
Because in film lighting, so you don't just put a light.
Okay.
You just don't put a light. We call it lighting. There's motivational lighting.
Okay.
Lighting is motivated by something.
Okay.
So if you're saying like lighting for example.
I can't really.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, lighting
Yeah.
Ndiona kuti in a normal setup. Ngati if it's in a film, we're mimicking kuti the light. Yeah, mwamba.
Yeah, fluorescent tube.
Ile mwamba ndimene ikuti unika panopa. Paka kama windows.
Okay.
That's your motivating factor. Okay, ndio ndika light inaso pa window. pazooneka kuti light glow.
Okay.
Because those are the points. I mean, light madani imalowera.
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah. So you have to. So that's why I'm talking about good motivated lighting. Then also, pamata kala timata use also ma practical lights. Yeah, ma practical lights. I mean, ali china light ina yose menga oneke mset.
Okay.
Pa set. Kandi babu jabe koma ngati raoneka timati ndi practical.
Okay. Now you now I'm even about to ask because we have lights. Oh, beautiful say. We have lights. I understand. What is this a key light? Or
this is just our overhead light.
Our overhead light. Then
but also
is
key.
Yeah, because it's the one that's like lit properly.
Yeah.
Okay. This light.
This I would say it's just our side light or bas a kicker. Yeah, it's just a kicker or a fuel light.
Okay, and the one on my back.
That is feeling for you as well from Ogogo. Then that
one looking nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah, so I want my fuel light. Got overhead, but also our key light.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Timalize. There are other people. They look up to you among one of the social media. I want you to speak to these people. They one day want to pursue this career that you have. They one day want to be where you are or even do more in the industry because from the look of things in Chiro what can you say? How can you motivate these people? What can you say? What do they need to know? What mistakes don't they have to make at least?
I feel like you need to love what you do.
Okay.
Anything is secondary.
Yeah.
Chintu is loving what chimeno ufuna kupanga. If you're passionate about it, pursue it. Chinaji jose chimabwera after ukapanga zimene zozo. Because the problem is antambiri they don't amatanguyamba zinthu for the sake of starting. But they're not passionate and also amasiya. Weyamba lero basi wasiya ufuna ubweresa njani so seriousness palibe. It's not like when I started ndekuti basi zinthu zinanguyamba mya. I had to also start getting my gigs. Okay, also good people to start trusting the brand njani. It's pangono chili chose. But mostly you have to love what you're doing, and also you have to pick a niche. Okay, ineyo ndizipanga easy. Yeah, so and panopa, yeah, I mean people are kupanga specified. I mean akupanga kuti ndizingokhala specialize ndikhala wa camera basi. Panopa ine andi na lighting basi. Alipo ena kungopanga ma costume. Ngati Kwaja Creations is doing jani
costumes basi movies, music videos.
And he's booked every time. So it's just about loving what you do.
Okay.
Yeah. All
right, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
you
so much.
I really appreciate.
Thank you.
All right. Mwazivila no card everything you needed to know about Sipho Mhango, aka Gafferman. We're talking lights, a lighting technician, movies, music videos, any project in your glow up agamina. That's what he does, and I'm sure Guru, you've learned a thing or two from his story, from his journey. And that's all we had time for in this edition of Artbeat. The name is Chisomo Nyoenda. Make a date with us every Tuesday from 6 p.m. right here on Zodiak Television. Until next time, stay creative.